Hello, everybody. My name is Lucara, and this is Eco. Day two on my community server, and things are going pretty well. Um, there's definitely a food shortage still, which is an issue. Um, which is just kind of how the game works now, apparently. It's hard to have enough food this early. Because, I mean, we even tried to plan for it. We tried to make sure we had lots of farmers, lots of gatherers, like way more than normal, right? Um, there's still a pretty big food shortage. But if any of these hunters were planning to go into butchery, there's lots of hunters. Um, absolutely, feel free. Um, I feel like the other two butchers haven't really been on today. I've been trying to keep meat in stock. I have not done a particularly good job of it. Um, but I am about to take the hunting skill, which will allow me at least to hunt easier and faster, which will help the problem. I just got my second star, and I do get my second star a little earlier than most people because, I got to log in early in the week and start setting up all the laws and whatnot, right? So you're starving to death over here. I'm trying, man. So I'm going to take hunting. So I'll be able to hunt better, um, which hopefully will help. But I mean, the real thing that's going to change the situation is once the people that took farming or gathering. Oh, wait, my bow is bugged. So you got to flip to a different tool and then back to the bow, and then it works. Once people who took farming or gathering get their second star, that's when things are really going to change um, for the better, right? I mean, assuming the farming people are going to take gathering and vice versa. I mean, I guess if they take milling, it's not really going to help. um, but yeah, I mean, we're trying. We put a law. I guess it's not a law. We put a demographic in that anybody who has the farming skill gets extra claim tokens. They can get extra claim stakes, extra claim papers, so they can get their farm set up in more places, bigger farms. That should help, but I mean, it's not an instant solution. And for anybody who's curious, the base growth rate on the server, and this has been the case since day one, it's at 1.2. So I did turn the growth rate up when the server was created to try to, because I knew this was going to be a problem for people who played in the betas or the test runs on like Sea Otter and White Tiger and whatnot. Um, and I mean, it's not really helping, right? It's only doing so much. But we'll get through it. We'll get through it together. And I realize people are starving. And I keep saying don't eat raw food, but sometimes you got to eat something, right? I get it. I get it. And you try to keep your diet balanced, right? But I mean, and that whole no cooks around you thing, like there's no cooks around me either, right? Like you gotta travel. I mean, to be fair, with the water, it's easier to travel on day one than it usually is, right? Because you don't usually you have to wait till there's roads built before you can really travel. That's not the case now because you just get in your boat, right? I feel like people got to be willing to get their hands dirty a little more. And what I mean by that is people got to be willing to travel. Um, if you want something from somebody, you got to be willing to travel potentially to buy something from somebody else and give it to the person you actually want to buy something from. Um, like I'll give an example. Earlier today, I had a craving for one of the salads. I forget which salad it was. It's not really important which salad it was. I think it was the root salad, but again, that's not really the important part of the story. Um, and there was none for sale, but I had a craving for it. So I happened to look. I looked at Punch's. Punch is a cook, and Punch was online, and I noticed he had that salad queued up right at his campfire, and I'll show how to check that for anybody who doesn't know. So, like, Punch is down here somewhere. Wait, isn't he? Right here. So you go to Punch's fires here. It's got campfire bison there. It's got root campfire salad. That's the one I needed. So you go in. You see, okay, so they're actually being made right now. But when I checked earlier, he it didn't have any greens. There were no greens. So I went, okay, well, what counts as a green? I went and found greens. I sold him the greens so that it would spit out some salads, right? Like you got to be willing to jump through some hoops to get the stuff you want. And I know that's not ideal, right? It'd be much better if you could just go get whatever you wanted whenever you want it. But there's no, uh, Amazon or Uber Eats. Oh, and that's happened to me multiple times too, Raider. Like I said, I'm not really close to a lot of people. Like Ava here, I've run up to Ava's place to buy things a few times. Other than that, everything I need it feels far away at least. Like it happened when I went to your place, right? Or like you're way up here, right? I had to take my boat all the way up here to get furniture from you. By the time I got there, it was gone, right? Somebody else had bought it. And I mean, it happens. Um, but yeah, I'm hoping it will get better. Um, I mean, I don't think people realize too. I mean, all the new stuff, but generally speaking, the first couple days can be rough until people get their second stars, right? I assume most people, but and that's part of the problem is, yeah, it is hard to keep stuff in stock. It's hard for everybody. It's hard for me too. I know. What I'm worried about is people having their food XP bonus is really low because there's not enough food, which is going to push back people's second star, means it's going to take even longer for us to get over the hump. You know what I mean? That's what I fear. Like right now, my XP bonus is 40.7. I feel like that's pretty good, right? Like I don't know what other people's are, but yeah, like it's hard when you only have one skill, right? Once you get that second skill and you can support your first skill with the second skill, everything becomes much easier, right? And like I don't know if it's still the case, but Bori was the only shipmaker, shipbuilder, shipwright, I think, for the longest time. Yes, 20, 22, 20, and are you 25.6? Now, are you guys talking your total or is that just your food? Right. Not that, and my house is nothing to write home about. 9.1, but just food. Okay, well, that's not bad if it's just food. But like, I guess the real question is when are you getting your second star, right? As long as you're getting it like tomorrow, then still probably good. So if anybody's curious, time between second and third star, it's about 3.5, 4 days at this XP rate. Just so everybody knows. Yeah, and some people don't even have a house yet, right? So Raider gets his in 15 hours. So yeah, I assume most people will be around there. And that'll obviously help. But I understand it's frustrating when you like you just want to do something and you don't even have food, right? I understand. Um, but it's hard. Just like I said, try to at least, and I know there are some foods that you can't char, but try to at least char your food because like I'll go to my just like take a tomato for example. I think a tomato gives like maybe 250 calories, whereas a charred tomato um is 350 or something like that. You know what I mean? Just charring it gives extra. Oh, I know. I've been hunting without the skill. I feel you. Like I said, I just picked up hunting. Um, yeah, like I said, once you get logging, it'll make everything easier, right? And everybody's in that same boat. And yeah, like I know Punch has been trying to keep people fed, but there's just no crops, right? Or not that there's no crops, there's not enough crops. And I know the farmers and the gatherers are trying. Part of the problem too is most of our farmers seem to congregate in this grassland. Um, and I understand why. But you're going fertilizer next. Okay. Fish is all you need? I don't know about that. I mean, is there nobody else going? Like, I would wait, Raider, to see if somebody else, like, see if one of the farmers takes fertilizers. Because I mean, that carpentry and fertilizers don't really go together, right? What I was about to say is the farmers are mostly right around here, right? Which I understand why, but the problem is, like, we got all kinds of corn and tomatoes now, but like nobody really has any farms in here. Or it looks like people are starting to have farms. You know what I mean? Like nobody has a papaya or and pineapple farm, right? I don't know if anybody really has a huckleberry farm yet, right? Or um, ferns or fireweed shoots. Actually, somebody has fireweed shoots planted right here, I think. Um, you know what I mean? So yeah, because Punch is nobody has any fruit farms. And says a huckleberry farm. So yeah, so people do have them, but I feel like they got built after the grassland farms. And I'm not being critical. It's just an observation. Like, but like I've had papaya and pineapple seeds for sale and taro seeds since day one, and they're still here, right? So that tells me people aren't right. Like these should be gone. These should be in the ground. And you know what? If they're still here tomorrow, I'm gonna go plant them myself, right? Hey, Christy. Anyway, I don't want to dwell too much on what's going wrong, because I feel like a lot is going right. Um, like I expected way more issues yesterday, and there really wasn't that many issues. So I'm considering that a win. Um, yeah, it's just hard. It's hard, and it's our first time with this new system, right? So we're trying to adjust, and we thought we had made the correct adjustments, and it turns out we didn't adjust quite enough, and that's fine. You're going to focus on yeah, and logistics is part of the problem for sure. Um, but it's the changes, right? It's so for anybody who doesn't know, they massively yeah, they had a big issue on the test server too. They massively nerfed wild crop spawns, right? Massively nerfed wild crop spawns. There's not near as much wild food, whatever you want to call it, right at the start. And then the other problem is they changed these basic upgrades, and I like the overall theory behind changing the upgrade recipes. But the problem is, like this gathering recipe, guess what it needs? 30 raw foods per. And like, how many of these have been made? Like, how many basic upgrades are in the world probably right now? Right? That's 30 raw food a pop. And then I don't know if anybody has basic upgrade 3 yet. I'm assuming a few people do. But this one here, guess what this one needs? 40 raw foods and 20 crop seeds. Right? So these are eating up a ton of food as well. But people want their basic upgrades, right? So it's hard to tell people you can't have your basic upgrades, but you kind of need them for food, right? I don't know, it's tricky. It's a no-win. Like I like the overall theory behind changing the upgrade recipes, I really wish they didn't have food related stuff in here though. I wish this was something else, like anything else. Like instead of dendrology here, put dendrology here and put something else there. You know what I mean? Does raw fish count for making the basic upgrade paper? No, it says raw crops, right? So I'm pretty sure that needs to be. Well, it says raw foods. It does say raw foods. No, it's non-animal foods. It shouldn't say foods. It should say crops. That's a good question, Calorie. Yeah, prices haven't been an issue yet. People haven't thought about prices yet. I'm sure it'll happen eventually. Um, but look, I'm just happy that people were able to log in, join the federation, join the settlement, get their initial, currency, and they were able to successfully claim because it took us like all week, me and the admin team, to figure out how to do that. Um, but yeah, so no, unfortunately, raw fish does not count calorie. So let's get some roasts going, and with the scrap we get from the roasts, let's get some sausages. Okay, let's go grab my fishery. It should be done. Hello, Zachary Simone, aka Z Simone, my kind of neighbor. You're over here, right? Yes. Gave up trying to figure out the right prices. Yeah. I think at this point, people are just like, I don't care what they're charging. I need it. I'm going to buy it. Right. Like prices are probably too high, but people are just like, whatever. Right. But eventually, when as people start running out of money, eventually it will start being an issue, is my prediction. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Like even this is the least balanced my diet has been on a server in like forever. Can you switch over to meat scraps? You can make tallow. I mean, I have meat scraps. I mean, well, the thing is, when you make roast, it gives you meat scraps, right? I'm trying to keep everything. I'm trying to keep all three of these in stock, basically, and I'm succeeding at keeping 0 of them in stock. But I just want to say too, like the tallow, you can make. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but the recipes that call for tallow, um, don't they also call for? Could also be oil, right? I'm hoping that we can get enough oil out there that we don't need scrap for that, right? Like, I know people have been saying they've been eating sunflowers, and I'm not picking on the person who said this. I'm not trying to. Like, sunflowers only give like 50 calories, which is basically nothing. In theory, what they should be doing is getting the sunflowers in the hands of a farmer who can turn it into seeds, and then a miller can turn the seeds into oil, and then the oil can be used in place of tallow. But that's a lot of steps, right? And you don't usually have to do all this stuff, right? So it's kind of like we're playing eco on hard mode now, right? So you got to pay a little more attention. Um, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I think, I think sunflower is too expensive to give to a miller. I mean, you say that, Punch, but like I said, people have said that they've been eating sunflowers, right? Like they give 50 calories, which is basically nothing, right? So, I mean, are they valuable or are they not valuable? Oh, I know, Punch, but I'm just saying, like, if we're short on things, would you rather somebody eat them, Punch, or would you rather they get turned into oil? That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, um, what else was I gonna say? My fishery's done. Anyway, I don't want to talk about food all day, even though we're probably going to talk about food all day. um, oh, where to put my fishery? Yes, everyone can fish. Everyone can fish. Unfortunately, my character hates raw fish or charred fish, so it's not a good option for me to eat charred fish. The art supplies are for making paintings, which it's not something we're really going to use in this run because it's used for. No, I'm not eating raw. I meant charred fish. I've never eaten raw fish. Oh, apparently I have. Apparently I have eaten one raw fish and it tasted good, but I haven't eaten it lately. So that must have been. Oh, I think that was the first day I accidentally eat a raw fish. But if you look at my stomach, there should be very little raw food in here, right? None of this is raw. I hope that's going to make me look bad if there is raw stuff in here. One fiddlehead. I accidentally ate a raw fiddlehead. Oh, me too. Look at mine, me. So this is by far the pickiest a character has ever been of mine. Like, look at this. Horrible. Okay. Good. Horrible. Okay. Bad. Horrible. Bad. Good. Bad. One delicious thing. Horrible. Bad. Okay. Bad. Right? Oh yeah. It bothers me to not have balanced food. It bothers me big time to not have balanced food. But I've realized this run, it's not going to happen. Right? But yeah, oh, me too. I mean, look at my tastiness bonus. My tastiness bonus is -5%. Like these wilted fiddleheads. This is what I've eaten more of, more of than anything, because they're vitamin heavy. And I don't know about. I can't speak for anybody else, but I've needed a lot of vitamins, right? All right. So anyway, I'm gonna start cleaning some fish here. Get some. Ooh, I need a fish rack. For a fish rack, I need some plant fiber. Hey, Xandra, how are you doing today? No, I have an iron sickle. Why would I use the crappy one when I have an iron one? I don't need much. I only need like 10, right? Actually, I'm probably going to want more than one of these racks, right? I don't know. I see, last time I was hunting, I think this part of the game wasn't really even fleshed out. Like, I don't think I even built a fishery the last time I was a hunter, which was like almost 2 years ago. Actually, it was like exactly 2 years ago. Because my fourth server which was the last time I was a hunter, butcher, or tailor, which is what I'm planning to do this time. Um, it was right around this time of year, and it look my fourth server was the worst server I ever had. It's the only one that we didn't shoot the meteor down. Well, on 11 we intentionally let the meteor hit, but that was like an intentional thing. We could have shot it down, but I guess on 4 we could have shot it down too. But like that server just fizzled out, and it was partially my fault. I'll take my share of the blame. It was mostly my fault. um, anyway, the meteor hit, and I remember streaming it, and it was Boxing Day, so that's why I remember it was 2 years ago. Anyway, am I going to want 2 of these fisheries? Probably, right? Let's get 3 fish racks going. Wait, I know you use the fish rack to dry out fish, but do you use the fish rack to dry out regular meat too? Yeah, okay, you do. You've been using one fishery and one rack. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna. I'll have them. I guess I kind of assumed that drying out meat or drying out fish would be like a long craft time, and it might not be. But I just was making the assumption that it would be. Yeah, art supplies are used. You can use them to make. Well, you can use them to make paintings, but it's really just pictures essentially. What was I doing here? Fishery, right? Oh, I don't have any boards. Need 8 boards. But yeah, I guess the moral of the story is hopefully the food situation gets better soon. So have you been drying out fish and selling it, Calorie? Are people actually buying dried out fish? Yeah, okay. Then I will start doing that as well. Oh, old redwood with a stone axe. Yeah, no, that's a bad idea. Even a even the iron axe. Oh, ash delivers. Okay. I mean, this will just be like supplemental income for me, right? Most of my income's going to come from you sold 600 raw fish today. Okay, okay, that's a lot. That's more than I would have expected. Oh, I need fat now. Are there any charred sausages out there? Um, yes. Pools, pies, and cakes. Do they want more raw sausage? Yes, they do. All right. So I'm going to deliver them some raw sausage and buy the charred sausage. I believe I know where that is. I might not. I think I know where this person lives. I hope I'm right. Oh, bag it up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind people. There's a lot of people who seem to really dislike using the boat to get around, but I mean, it's not like there's good roads built for the most part, right? I don't know. I don't mind using the boat. I mean, if I'm not carrying anything, I guess I understand not using the boat. Oh, it's a bit motion sicknessy for you. Yeah, that would suck. Yeah, I mean, I have issues with motion sickness too, not with this in particular, but like the running motion when they had that, that made me motion sick. And like I can't do VR, I can't do 3D movies. I get car sick. Anyway, so I'm just glad this doesn't. So is it the paddling motion? Like are the like is the better boat, the bigger boat going to be better, you think? Punch, I'm going to be honest, the way you wanted to do that idea, I hate it. I do not want to encourage people to take zero skills. I feel like that's a terrible idea to encourage people to take zero skills. I'm just saying. I will never ever do that in that implementation. I'm just I'm just saying. I assume you can just what we need is yeah, Tarudin, I assume you just paddle slowly, right? Like if you run out on land, you can still move. You just can't sprint, right? Oh, I think this is where I'm trying to go. I think this is my destination. Oh, and I'm not saying that we won't do something to implement a delivery type job. I'm just saying the implementation you suggested. And so for anybody who doesn't know, Punch suggested, I forget the fine details of it, but it was basically, hey, there was way more than these for sale. Somebody beat me. Um, it was basically if you didn't take any skills, you got like a rebate when you bought and sold, delivered stuff. I don't remember the fine details, but basically, like I said, I don't like that implementation because I don't like I don't like encouraging people to not take skills. You know what I mean? And that's not to say we can't do some other implementation of to make delivering stuff more appealing. You know what I mean? But anyway, the kitty had to spawn those in. Raider. If you're referring to the ones at the government store, kitty had to spawn those in. So for anybody that doesn't know, what we're talking about is if you go to can't scroll the map while you're moving. If you go to this government store here, there's a bunch of shipping containers around. Katie had to spawn those in. They exist in the files, but they don't actually do anything, and you can't actually build them. But Katie liked the aesthetic of it, so she asked if she could spawn in some shipping containers, and I said, sure. Basically. I'm also starting to get worried about Kitty. She hasn't been on in almost 24 hours. I know she stayed up. She stayed on way later than she wanted to yesterday. So she was probably really tired. 22 hours. I worry. It was her birthday. Yeah, I know. It was. And I appreciate what she did. And maybe I didn't tell her that enough. But I hope she's feeling okay, I guess is what I'm saying. I hope it's not because I know, I hope she doesn't have a migraine or whatever. I hope she's just sleeping or celebrating her birthday or something that doesn't suck is what I hope. Because Kitty's my right hand. Well, I was going to say right hand man. Kitty's my right hand woman. I don't know. I don't know how well the server would run without her. Not as well, that's for sure. So hopefully she's okay. But does anybody have any preferably non-food related? Oh, well, that's a waste of an arrow. Any questions about the server or about the game in general? Again, preferably non-food related. Do I have any arrows in here? And for anybody who doesn't have the large canoe, it holds way more. Ooh, does anybody want raw roasts? Is there a way to change the icons and names instead of the faces? Oh, on the map, you mean? Like this? That's a good question. Let's see if we can find that in the settings. General? You need roasts? Xander also wants them. You lose stamina over water on bridges. Oh, so the game treats it like you're swimming, even though you're not? Yes, I agree, blacking out. The faces get in the way of looking at stores and things. I don't like it. I agree that it can be annoying. I don't see it. Yeah, so it must be treating it like you're swimming. I'll get more. Don't worry, Punch. I'll get more going. One quick tip while we're here. I'll check Avatar View in a sec. Apparently, there is an auto move, apparently. So I'm going to set this to numlock. Is there an apply button? Because I know people were saying they wanted an auto move button the other day. I have my in-game audio down really, really low. But there is an auto move button, folks. I'm paddling with no hands. Just ignore that. Thank you for that, Black and Out. Black and Out pointed out that there was an auto move button, but you have to map it. It's not mapped naturally. You have to map it. All right. So avatar view. Enable avatar view. Off. Oh no, that turns my avatar on. I don't want to look at that guy. Look at that guy. I mapped my auto move to numlock, but I'm assuming you can map it to whatever. Yes, I agree with Darth and Black and Out. I don't love the things, the faces on the map. I mean, I understand why they're there, but like when there's this many people on a server, I'm not going to remember what everybody looks like, right? There's no way that I'm going to be able to remember what everybody looks like. No way. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm about to run into somebody. Darth. There we go. I like your mohawk, man. Oh, it's on the move. People figuring out the auto move can understand why Xandra has ran their car into them for servers. That's what you did with your truck. Ah, you're gonna blame it on the auto move, are you? I see how it is. I get it. Can I get to your store via the river, Xandra? I can, right? Or can I? Or do I got to carry this meat up? Do I eat potato chips drive? Well, I just left hand on the WASD, right hand in the bag of chips, right off the coast. Okay, but like, can I sell? Like, let's pretend, for the sake of argument, I have too much meat to carry in one trip. You know what I mean? Would I have to? I don't. I don't think I do in this case. Okay, yeah, it's fine. If I have to make like, I might have to make 2 trips at most. I don't have that much meat. I was just curious. Oh, you are making like an inlet or whatever. Yeah, I don't know if anybody noticed. Like everybody's just scrambling to get their BU2s or BU3s, right? Has anybody looked at what BU4 costs? Oh my god. It's gonna be so hard to get the BU4s. Going down the river in the mountains is like white water rafting. Oh, I might have to do that. I might have to punch. It's effing insane. You talking about the BU4? Is this your place here, Zan? I'm assuming I shouldn't go in there yet. Probably. Yeah, I want to carry my canoe up to the top. Down, try that. All right. Oh, I can. No, I can't carry it all. Not even close. Well, what if I put those bison in there? Oh, so close. That's right. I can make 2 trips. I don't mind. Yeah, I might get stuck. That's what I was worried about. For anybody who's wondering why Xander has a storage silo, or not Jasper, Dora. Why do I keep getting Jasper and Dora mixed up? Dora has a large lumber stockpile, or Thorgrim has a silo. Last server, I had a building contest, and the prize was you get stuff on this server. So that's why they have those things. And we will likely do another build contest this server. So look out for that. EU4 is 1 Eng advanced. Yeah, it's the engineering advanced. That's right. Because like, plus they changed the way power generation worked. I think you need like more water wheels or windmills to get the same amount of power. And now you need them. You need them. So just think about that. Every BU4 needs a windmill and a water wheel. Or is it 2 of each? I think it might even be 2 of each. Like, that's that's not going to be fun for any of us. You know what I mean? Like, at all. That's just not going to be fun. It is what it is, though, right? We'll manage. We'll get through it. Is there any papaya and pineapple punch? Is the problem? And there might be some. And if there is, I'm not going to get it because I'd rather an actual gatherer get it. Yeah, looks like there's a couple of pineapple. There's a couple of pineapple. There's a couple of papaya. So the stuff that people grabbed yesterday must be regrowing now. Yeah, and windmills, but I know the problem with windmills is that the tailors are having trouble keeping up. And not because the tailors are slacking, but the whole process to get the cloth for the windmills is more complicated than it used to be, right? Because you need like a gatherer to use like the scrunching station or whatever the heck it's called. I forget. Oh, people are having trouble hearing me? My OBS, it looks like my volume is normal. But I can't obviously hear myself. Sorry, when you asked about the volume earlier, I thought you meant in-game sound. I always have my in-game sound turned down really low. I just got hit. I got sick of the steam truck sound, like the chugga chugga chugga, whatever you want to call it. I just had to turn it off. Okay, my volume is good. So yeah, so I hit level 6 butchery. And I took lavish workspace and I took parallel processing. Yeah, it sucks. I'm gonna be butchery 7 and I'm still only gonna have BU2s probably. I mean, I just need the agriculture paper for BU3s, but 18 arrows. I have arrows in here, don't I? Yes. But yeah, I pretty much. You dead? After 2 arrows? Apparently. Take it. I mean, I am doing more damage now. Yeah, basically they can like get injured in other ways. Like I think a bison at base has like 10 to 12 health, but not always, obviously, as we just saw. By it dying to 2 shots. I mean, they were headshots, but that's still only 4.5 damage, right? Ooh, that's a good question, Calorie. So Calorie is asking about this benefit. Increases the crafting speed of identical tables when they share a room by 20%. Now, what Calorie, or sorry, not Calorie, Xandra, what Xandra, I don't know why I'm attributing that to Calorie. Um, Xander's asking, what if the table is outside? Right? Because if they're outside, do they share a room? But I know this does work, or at least it used to before update 10. This did work if you had more than one blast furnace. So what Xandra is asking, does it work? Okay, campfires used to benefit from focused workflow. Punch saying yes, they do. All right, cool. And Tissa, is it Tissa or Tysa? I'm going to say Tissa unless you correct me. Maybe we should prioritize BU3 to food producers. You're not wrong. I would be okay with that, but it's easy for me to say that because I'm a butcher, right? I'm sure, you know, the basic engineers or smelters or whoever may disagree. But yeah. Ooh, my bow is actually almost broke. I'm gonna have to go back and fix my bow. I'll just get this fella here and then we'll head back. Turn you into meat. Hey, level 3 hunting already. But oh, so for anybody who's curious, I planted right here. I planted some fiddlehead ferns or whatever they're called. Um, yeah, like I'm sure the people who are in the food business are like, well, I get it because more food would be good, but also I want BU3s for whatever I'm doing, right? So it's kind of anyway. I planted ferns here. If anybody with a gathering skill is by my place and they want to harvest them, go ahead. I'm okay with that. If you don't have the gathering skill though, keep your hands off them. For anybody who doesn't know, the gathering skill base they get twice as much, right? So I mean, I planted them. I had the seeds, and nobody seemed to be buying the seeds, so I planted them. So they were kind of just. I was like, well, there's a good spot for them right next to my house. I might as well plant them, right? It's kind of my mindset. All right, so Master Tracker is capable of following its prey over the highest peaks or through the densest of jungles. Meh. Allows you to recover arrows shot at animals when harvesting them with a 50% chance. Wait, was this always 50% chance? Didn't this used to be like a guaranteed? Or am I crazy? I could be crazy. I mean, I'm going to do it anyway, but because, yeah, not going through as many arrows would be fantastic. There is another bison right there, but I don't think I'd be able to carry him anyway. I don't know if you can really see it because my body's kind of in the way, but am I going the right way here? Absolutely not the right way. My bag's almost full because I do not have a bag on my avatar because I didn't realize it mattered, right? I have no bag. So I have no backpack. I mean, arrows are cheap. I agree. Um, but I don't know. I like that one. I find see I mostly hunt bison in the open area. Now, if you were primarily hunting like the tooltip for the other perk said, that's not my canoe. I think this one is. If you're primarily hunting in like the dense jungle or the mountains where it's easier to lose your prey, I can understand that. This is also not my canoe. This one mine? Yes, okay. It's a little farther away than I thought. You're welcome, Sandra. And I expect, my hunting habits are going to mostly stay the same, right? I'm going to mostly rely on bison. Um, Unless I need like pelts, like bison give leather and wool, but not pelts, right? If I need pelts, then I'll go hunt, I don't know, something that gives pelts. But yeah. So, yeah, overall, I'm thrilled with how the server's going. A lot of people playing. The food, like I said, the food obviously is an issue. I 100% agree with people. Um, so Tuesday at noon Eastern time, I was going to say 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock locally for me, but I live in a really weird time zone that I was going to say probably nobody else on the server lives in, but I know that's not true because I know Phil lives in the same time zone. Um, but other than Phil and I, and maybe if we have somebody that lives in Brazil, I don't think anybody else is in this time zone. So noon Eastern on Tuesday, if the research is done, uh, like pottery, glassworking, cooking, baking, nails. What else is? I forget what else. I gotta check. I gotta check the Discord because I'm apparently dumb. Forget what else comes that day. Maybe it's just those four things. Fertilizers. Okay, yeah, no, it's just and fertilizers. They will come on Tuesday. Yeah. Well, and that's yeah. I mean, look, I'm sure you or I could do it, but I don't. I don't like stepping on. kitty's toes, right? Librarian's her job, and she likes doing it, right? And she likes it being her thing. I don't want to step on her toes. But if she's not able to get on, then obviously you or I will have to do it, which is fine. I don't mind doing it. I just don't want to do it when I'm not supposed to be doing it. All right, so I got a bunch of. Okay, so clams and urchins both can be used for other things, right? Urchins are used in spiky roll. Okay, spiky roll doesn't come for a really long time. Clam chowder is just normal cooking, right? Whereas spiky roll, I believe, is advanced cooking. Yeah, so I'm gonna turn my urchins into fish. I think. Oh, I need a module for this. Uh, oh crap. I think I have enough to make one. Yeah, I have enough for one BU. Is there any geology basics out there? Okay, there is. Oh, stone stockpiles, Bagel. Bagel has a ton of those. We're gonna have to go visit Bagel. It's just make it. Oh, just make it BU4 / give basic upgrade 4. Done. and and I want to say for the record, if you see me using an admin command, I'm doing admin stuff, right? Or like if I do a server tour, I might use /fly. But other than that, yeah. What about BU2 though? Ooh, is Bori still making planks? Oh, he has planks. Okay, Bori has planks. Metallurgy basics, stone stockpile, or miso. All right, let's go see Bagel. I bought from miso last time. And then we'll go see Bori. Oh, and does my fish rack need a basic upgrade? If these need basic upgrades, I'm definitely not using 3 of them. I'll tell you that right now. It's also far larger than I thought it was going to be. I don't even know. I don't even think this is my property out here. Is it? Oh, it's kind of my property. I think it's half on my property. I was not expecting this to be as big as it is. Yeah, that's half on my property. Half of my property is not gonna cut it. Can I reach? Yes, I can reach everything. Actually, I think that can go in one. All right, it does need BUs. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna go with one then. BUs are hard enough to get. I'm not. Stupid face in the way. Yes. Oh, punch the number of times I've been trying to check your store and I couldn't because you were standing there. I was like, move, punch. Get out the way. Get out the way. Did I? No, I didn't start making fish yet. All right, so let's go see Bagel. Well, I don't need to carry these around, I don't think. Throw them in my hewn dresser? No, it won't let me. Oh, let's go to my stock. I don't want to go to my stockpile. Well, those can stay in the stockpile. Yeah, no, I understand what you're talking about, Punch. I got 49 arrows left. I do not have any more on me. Let's get some fat. Some nice fatty charred sausages. I always carry a cart in my canoe now in case I need it for anything. I believe I have a ton of arrows up here. Although now that I have that skill, 49 arrows might be enough. Now let's go to double it to 96. Should probably get that mortar down into my store. I don't know. Is mortar in short supply these days, or is there a lot of mortar around? And I can easily get that mortar into my store. And away we go. No, people are selling the things you need for the upgrades. At least to my knowledge, nobody's selling full upgrades. But I didn't even check. I just assume nobody's selling full upgrades. It's the stuff for the basic upgrade 1 and 2 isn't too hard to find nowadays, but the BU3s still are. Ava was doing full BU1s. All right, well, there you go. So somebody was at least doing BU1s. Yeah. If for BU1s in particular, like if a gatherer and a miner wanted to work together, they could stock them, right? No. Apparently, I do not deserve to have a boating license. I just failed my boating license exam. Hands off. There we go. I literally just crashed and my my answer is to put it on autopilot. That'll be way better. Ooh, hand plows. That's something I always forget to do when I'm a basic engineer. And then somebody mentions it and I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that. Whose place is this? Is this Icebox and Freakmonger's place? Or is it somebody else's? Cold Soul. Or wait, what is Cold Soul's place? Icebox is what, further down? Yeah, or Freakmonger. That is a lot of mortared stone. Do I want to get this bison? I should probably get this bison while I'm out and about. Yeah, I mean, I get it. You know, um, you don't want to. You want to be able to actually make stuff. You don't want to wait, but you also would rather have the upgrade, so it's tough. Yeah, you. I mean, Ava said she is. I'm assuming Ava's a she. I might not be, but anyway, she might have some for sale. If not, you'll probably have to buy the ingredients and make them yourself. I know my two. I made them all myself, but actually, is this where I want to get off anyway? No, Bagels way down. Yeah, Bagels way down there. We want to go. We want to go down quite a bit further before we cut inland. Or I could just. You know what? Actually, I'm going to cut inland now. And hopefully find a bison on my way. Or two, right? God, I can't wait till I get a better backpack. I haven't checked. Do the tailors have backpacks for sale? I know Nomadic Nerd is a tailor. Ooh, big backpack. Oh, I am buying the heck out of that. All right. I am buying the heck out of that. All right, so let's see. We're at 92 arrows right now. Let's see how many we're at after this bison goes down. So that's 5, 6. So six hits, 1 miss. 7 hits. We're down to 84. We got 3 back. Oh, my bow's broke though. All right. Oh yeah, it's probably going to be gone by the time I get there. Probably wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last. Streamer's curse. It's fine. I think I got to go over that way anyway. Maybe. I might not though. Like I got to go over to Bori's place, but I'm not sure where Bori is in relation to that. Honestly, this is, I believe, Rico's place. Yes. Hello, Rico. Rico likes to be a mason. Or likes to build with mortar stone, I should say. I don't know that he's a mason. Ooh, some lag. But every server, I'm pretty sure that I've been on, he's built with that. I don't think I've seen Rico. I don't think I've seen Rico build with wood in the 5 servers he's been playing on my servers. No, I'm pretty sure he's built with stone every time. Hey, he knows what he wants, and he knows what he likes, and he builds with it. Right? I think this is the right place. Yes. All right. So I need 3 of these, I believe. So it's 3 per, but I already had 3. And these I needed how many? So I'm going to need 2. So we need 4 of these. All right. I don't know if you're watching, Bagel, but if you are, thank you very much. Go back to my boat. Temporary or refining. Do the water wheels not move anymore? Did they break the animations for the water wheels? Also, Punch, I enjoy the fact that you're referring to my stream as national TV. Yeah, I really wish I would have repaired my thing. Ooh, you know what else? I'm obviously gonna need stuff at Bori's place, but I'm also gonna need, and I probably shouldn't be announcing this on stream because people are gonna go race me for it. I need dendrology basics, which there's none of. All right, so I'm gonna need dendrology basics. Senior new doc. No, I will. Am I gonna be driving by you on the boat? Yes. On my way to Bori's, I'll be driving by. We might struggle with flaxseed oils. That's what you need for lumber, right? Yes, if you're a farmer, plant a bunch of flax right now. Plant a bunch of flax now. Oh, I went right by you, didn't I? I'll check it out on my. Sorry, Punch. I thought you were further south for some reason. Plant flax. Please. All kinds of good spots. Trying to plant 500 now. Nice. That will go a long way. Thank you, Saban. Or I'm not sure who you are in game. That's not my boat. Oh, my boat's way up there. I'm very good. I'm very good at losing my canoe. I excel at it. Oh yeah, we're gonna need more, but I mean that's Whistler. Okay, that's one farmer with one yield, right? But I agree that like it's not gonna be enough. How much flaxseed oil is it for per lumber? Do you know off the top of your head, Raider? I'll put you in there. Oh, it's only okay. Well, that's good at least. But how much flax is it to make one flaxseed oil? Hey, Josh. For anybody who doesn't know, this is my 13th server. There's one person who has at least made an appearance on every single server other than myself. That person is Josh. I mean, at this point, there's lots of people that have played on like 8 or more servers, but obviously nobody's played on as many as Josh has. There's a lot of people that have been playing since like server 5 and server 6. 16 flax seeds per oil. How many seeds do you get per plant? Or more specifically, how many seeds does a gatherer get per plant? Oh yeah, this could get ugly. Oh, I like the dock punch. You put a lot of effort into the stock. Nice. Holy crap. Punch, are you aware you are living in a flax seed hotspot? Going to war over oil, yeah. Sec. I can wait. I can answer them later. On boosted farming tables, 2 seeds per flax. Do you also get some seeds when you harvest the plant, or do you have a chance, I assume, to get some? Yeah, that could get ugly. That could get ugly. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, and can any farmers verify that it's actually working? I put in a new thing that farmers get double the currency that you use to buy land claims and claim stakes. I'm assuming it's working. And like, look, there's probably people like, oh, I wish I had more land claims. And I get it. I get it. But we need our farmers to be able to get more land right now, right? Like I'm tempted to like donate land claims to a farmer. It is working, Chris Tonkamp says. Thank you. That's good. So they'll be able to, and it's not going to stay for the whole server. Once we get over this food, well, if we get over this food hump, I'll take it away, right? But for now, it's going to stay until it's not needed. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the challenge, right? Like the farmers that started as a farmer don't have a lot of product to turn into seeds. People who started as a gatherer got product, but they can't turn it into seeds. So maybe you got to see if you can find a gatherer who's like in the opposite predicament as you, and like he can give you, or they, I shouldn't assume it's a he, can give you like 50 crops to turn into seeds, and you each take half or something. I don't know. I mean, I'm spitballing, and I'm not. Ultimately, you would have to work it out amongst yourselves, but it's just funny seeing a lonely claim stake there. Not like nothing built up around it. I assume somebody's like planting a mine or something there, right? All right, so what am I? I'm going to Boris. And then I'm gonna go up or down. Oh my god, I feel like everything's just far away from me. Talk to Whistler in game. I need a farmer to convert some stuff. There you go. So hopefully he's gonna work something out. And get more stuff, get more food out there, right? This is what we need. What we need, baby. All right, well, I got auto on, so I'm actually going to reply to this text. Am I pointing the right way? I feel like I'm not pointing the right way. No, I'm not pointing the right way at all. Doop-de-doop-de-doo. It's hard on the open ocean. It's really hard to tell. There we go. Now we can see something on the horizon. I think I gotta go further south to hit Boris, actually. Yeah, it's only a week till Christmas. I'm not ready. I'm not mentally prepared for Christmas, nor do I have my presents bought, but what's going on? Oh, did I forget to switch them, Punch? Which gov store? The one I was just at, I bet, right? I may, in the process of setting up the 3 gov stores, I may have missed one. Stand is cheap. That won't stay. That won't last. All right, so I need 8 of those. Got the jungle. Welcome to the jungle, baby. How far away is it? Oh, it's not far by as the crow flies. Can I do a portage? I have too much. I think I have too much stuff. I don't think I can portage. No, I might be able to do a portage. Let's see if we can do a portage here. Or, well, I mean, if there's not deep ocean, I could just swim, I guess. Is it deep ocean, though? Biomes. Deep ocean. It is deep ocean. All right. Oh, I don't want to paddle. I want to get my stuff. So let's. Okay, I can't take the cart because it's too heavy. Now it's not. We put the cart there. We put everything in the cart. Pick up our canoe. Oh, I'm using the word portage, but I feel like that actually might be like a Canadian word. A portage is when you pick up your boat and carry it overland and then drop it back in the water. I don't know if that's a common knowledge word or not. It may not be. You set waypoints between places like Kitty Hall and your base so you can see them as it doesn't show beyond like 650. Yeah. It's a normal hiking word. Yeah. And I mean, I'm assuming, I'm not saying none of you probably know it, but I was just thinking, I was like, there's probably people who don't know what the heck portage is. I should probably explain it. Although I guess with context, you probably potentially could have figured it out. But I got to remember, don't let me forget I have a cart back there. Portage. Yeah. Oh, my Canadian is probably showing. You're right. Oh, what's going on here? Yeah, I literally have not been to this government store since the server actually opened. Actually, I haven't been to the river government store either. Have a good rest of your day. Somebody's leaving. I hate this unnamed bug. I don't know who people are. And also apparently, I don't know if they're online right now. But apparently, for anybody who's played on my last few servers, this Phil person is not the Phil that's that we know. Phil that's been on my last few servers is one of the unknown people. And I'm sure it's not like an intentional identity theft situation. Like Phil is a fairly common name. But yeah, like the Phil that's been on my last few servers. So yeah, here are the shipping containers that somebody was asking about or that we were talking about. They exist. You can't actually build them. I don't think they actually do anything. No, you can't actually use them. So yeah, so if you happen to be talking to that Phil and you're like, hey, remember last server when you were the mechanic? Or wait, that was 2 servers ago. Anyway, you know what I mean? They're not gonna know what you talk about, right? Because it's not the same person. And yeah, you're right, Punch. I did not change the durability on these. That's on me. Now the question is, did I do it correctly in the other 2 stores? Maybe. Maybe not. Well, there's a lot of limestone for sale. That'll be valuable eventually. Can I see that in the other stores from this view? What are you doing way over there, by the way, Punch? I can't sell to the store punch. I own it. Well, if you were trying to sell a tool, it wouldn't work because of what I'd done wrong. But I can't because I own this store. I can't use it as a store, unfortunately. So I can't test it for you. So Skull, I think, lives right next door here, right? Skull. I'm gonna assume Skull's a Mason. I'm just going out on a limb here. There's that's not Skull. That's Necrophiliac with his purple hood. Some iron ore there. What's up, Necro? You probably can't hear me. All right. Now what? All right. Well, now I gotta portage again. Gotta get my cart. I don't want to forget my cart. That would be bad if I forgot my cart. Oh, did Mooch learn to drive? Kind of. Then I'll make my way up to the river government store and I'll check. I mean, this is good. I don't mind doing this because it's kind of, I'm showing, different people's bills and stuff. And at some point, probably not today, but probably like my next stream or maybe later today, I will do like a slash fly and do like a proper full server tour. Not quite the right direction. All right, I'm turning off this biome thing. I want to go pretty much straight west. Nope. Straight west. Yeah, nope. Too far, too much. Right there. Straight west. And then we put on auto move and we just, no, apparently we turned off auto move. You think they'll add a transport skill soon? I'm okay with that. I think they should probably make paper milling and cutting edge cooking actually worth taking first. And, give the logging talent that does literally nothing. They should probably fix that first. But that's just my opinion. I am, not one of the developers, obviously. But like I said, there's a lot about this update that I really like. Yeah, there's 3 government stores that they just buy like stone and dirt and stuff. How do you find those? I mean, I can show you. So one's right here. So there's one on each continent for one thing. So there's one on the Rainforest Island right here. On this big major continent, there's one right at the mouth of this river. This is a government store, right? And then on the desert island, on the southern tip here, this is a government store. So if you have dirt or stone or old tools or old clothes, clay, any of that you don't want anymore, you can sell it to the government store for a little bit. Like, you're not going to get rich selling to the government store, but it's there as an option, right? And yes, they are all on the water, which I thought was kind of a no-brainer this run once I thought about it. Because originally, Axel mentioned that he would like to build a government store. He'd like to do it on like next to the water. And I was like, oh, I don't know. I probably want them inland because I want them to be central. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, no, if we're doing boats and stuff, it makes more sense to have it. Just trying to think of the best way to get to this one. I think I'm going to paddle north. Yeah, I guess it's not something I really talked about. Even in my primer video, I didn't really talk about the government stores. And like I said, I've literally, I haven't used them, so like, it works now. Punch cat. I assumed it would, because I did have the durability set to it needed to be full, right? Which is obviously not what you want. But I haven't gone to them on my stream yet to the government stores, so it'd be easy to miss because I haven't really talked about them. But yeah, like with my job, you know, being a hunter butcher and all that, being what it is, I don't really need to use them. Yes, punch Saba is hardwood. I had to check because I wasn't sure. Turn on auto. Whose place is this with the windmills? The underwater windmills. Oh, is this your place, Raider? Yeah, okay. You forgot about the gum swords? Oh, I'm sure a lot of people have. Oh, they're not underwater windmills. You didn't have the windmills last time I was here, did you? If you did, I'm blind. Do they not turn anymore? Yeah, they look really different. I got to go look at them. Just because they're so different. Right? Like these are it's a very different graphic. I mean, it's more detailed for sure. Oh, they're not being used right now? Okay. Oh, that's why the water wheels weren't turning too then. Yeah, Sandra. Yeah, I drove by Bagel's crushing spot there, and he had a couple water wheels that were just not moving. Like I like this part of it big time. I'm not sure. I like from this side. I like this. Yeah, no, I like it. I like the new graphic. No, he said it's not being used. It works fine, he said. But if they're not being used, they don't spin. Now, if you raise them higher, you would probably get more power. I'm not disagreeing with you, Punch. But he says they do work. They're just not turned on right now. And I'm, you know, I'm going to believe him. I don't know why he lie about that, right? Yeah, that's the first time I've seen windmills this run. I didn't realize that they changed the graphic. I mean, he said they work, Punch. I don't know. But yes, I do believe you would get more power if you raised them up higher. That I am in agreement. Is this the river that I need to go in? No, right? No, it's not. That's not a river, Luch. Yeah, some like I haven't been over to this part of the world yet. This would be my first time seeing whoever's house this is. That's a cute house. Still get 20 per windmill. Yeah, they really nerfed how much the stuff gives, eh? Like significantly. Fuse. Fuse always makes cool stuff. Probably got to make your own basic upgrade ones. Generally speaking, yeah. For anybody who doesn't know, you can make your own basic upgrade ones, and it's probably easier. Yeah, I assume they also lowered the power required. Uh-oh. Oh, where's my body? I got issues, folks. Oh, there's my body. My body's back. Thank goodness. Yeah, because I know the steam engine gives mechanical power now, right? Which means we get to use steam engines even earlier, which means we can pollute the world even sooner. And if we pollute the world and the water level rises again, we are going to be so screwed. Because, like, everybody's built on the coast almost, right? Not everybody, but the vast majority of people are built on the coast. Holy crap. For anybody who's wondering why Dora won the building contest last time, this can give you somebody. Oh, they even have a moat. Keep out intruders. I jump over your moat. Hey, Miss Nebula, how you doing, neighbor? Oh wait, is this Dora's? This isn't Dora's place. Why do I think this is Dora's place? Dora's place is over here. No, that's Phil. Where's I don't know where anybody's house is. This is Little Bit's place. Oh, Little Bit's a good builder too. Yeah, I don't know who the unknowns are. So this is 234 unknown. Yes, that's a Little Bit. Hey, that is a compliment. Oh, this is good. It's not only is it nice, but this is a lot of materials. Keep looking north. I thought I knew you were on this coast. Oh, right here. Yeah. I knew you were on this coast somewhere because I remember when I dropped off your reward from winning the building contest. I'm pretty good. I'm having a lot of fun this run, which is nice. And food shortage aside, I feel like the server's going fairly well. I mean, obviously it's not perfect, but I feel like it's going fairly well. All right. See if we can paddle up a uphill here. Up a waterfall. Oh yeah, easy mode. Easy mode. Just engage that upper body strength, and easy peasy. All right. I don't really care if I connect to the store. I just need to get in there. So up we go. Oh, I'm actually not authorized on this store. All right, I just need to check. This is the government store I could actually use if I want, because technically Xander owns it, not me. Did I set the prices right here? I did not. Apparently I screwed it up in all three stores. So I need to do property add. And then go back in. There. Oh, wait. Not the price. Not the price, Luch. The durability. There you go. Change the proper field. At least I caught myself. So when you upgrade to iron tools, you want to get rid of your old tools, please come sell them to the government store. Do not just throw them in the trash. Please. I beg you. I beg of you. All right. So that's done, and then I can remove myself. So I can use the store if I want. If I come up here, this is Nomadic Nerd's place. Okay, then. It's just, I was expecting a store. I wasn't expecting a naked man T-posing. Yeah. Yeah. Hammer you in the nuts. All right, where's the store at? Is there not a store here somewhere? Maybe it's down somewhere. Xander wants me to look at the fireplace. Ooh, fancy fireplace. Nice. Oh, the pictures. So whoever asked about the pictures earlier about the art supplies, this is an example of pictures you can make. Oh, I see. Blacking out me, you and Kitty. Admin team go. All right, so where is Nomadic Nerd's store at? Oh, it's right here. I went right by it. Any theme to them? Just a sec. I will check the theme in a sec. Hey, the big backpack was actually still here. I am happy. So instead of being able to hold 30 kilograms, I can now hold. Wait, still 30? 40. Any theme to them. All right. Are we dying? Because Black and Out was in the fire and it looked like somebody was drowning. Speaking of weight, though, increases your inventory size or increases your stomach capacity. I'm always an inventory size guy, especially as a hunter, right? Bison carcasses are not light. All right, well, Kitty and Black and it look like they're dying. I look like I'm mid sneeze or I'm yelling at somebody. Oh, an elemental theme: fire, water, rock. I guess I'm air. I'm air. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, that's a pretty picture, though. I like that one. Always blowing wind. Ha ha ha. No, I do. I talk a lot. It's my job to talk. The map. Oh, that's cool. I can dig that. All right. I want to check out Door and Hood spot, but I feel like there was something else. There was somewhere else I was planning to go on this trip. Like, have I checked off all the boxes of places I wanted to go? Ava's. Oh, yes, for papers, if she had any. Yeah, she didn't have any, but I could probably sell her logs for that. I did cut down an old growth redwood today, and it took a long time. And like to completely cut it down, like cut it down, cut the stump down, cut it into pieces. It used more than half the durability of an iron axe just to do an old growth. But it's like hundreds and hundreds of wood, right? Like I shouldn't need to cut down a tree again for quite some time. And okay, this is new Phil. This is new Phil's place. I feel bad for this new Phil because he's like, why do people keep calling me new Phil? So this is like it's like Fresh Prince of Bel Air, where they got a new Aunt Viv, right? Except instead of getting a new Aunt Viv, we're getting a new Uncle Phil. Apparently. Oh, he's got a fish rack. Nice. I like his stairs. I like your stairs, Phil, if you're watching. You're probably not, but she's working on them. All right. Well, I will head that way. Well, I mean, she's like, other than Miss Nebula, she's like the closest thing I have to a neighbor. I guess Z Simone's pretty close too. And I guess the people across the water, Chief, Chief right there, that's Chief. Chief's kind of a neighbor. All right, let's go around the point here. Check out Hood and Doors spot. And we can kind of see why. Is that gold? Oh, it's just granite, right? Yeah, it's just granite. How's the lighting? Is it too dark? What do they say about red sky at night? Sailor's delight. Red sky in morning, sailors take warning. Is that a saying that people have heard, or is that like another like regional thing? Red sky at night, sailors delight. Red sky in morning, sailors take warning. That's something I heard when I was a kid. I don't necessarily believe in it, but it's something how my mother used to always say that. It is a saying, okay, not just an Atlantic Canadian saying. Yeah, I never really stopped to think or to pay attention to see how often it was true. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna. I know there's been people harping on cleaning up your debris and stuff. I'm not gonna a single random piece of debris in a really awkward spot like that. That's fine. It's gonna happen. It's an old yes. Like I said, my mother said it, and like it's crazy. Like when my mother was a kid, they didn't have indoor plumbing when my mother was a kid. Like my mother, one generation away from me, they did not have indoor plumbing. This is not Hood and Doors place, and I realize that. This is Swamp Siren and I forget the other person's name that plays with Swamp Siren. Um, Oh, did I just freeze my game? Tissa. There we go. Tissa. Sorry, I forgot your name. But I like it. I like the house. I like the mortar stone mixed with the wood for the windows. Anybody who's been around my servers long enough knows I'm a sucker for a bunch of windows in builds. All right, whose ramp is this? Who lives way up here? I think Jasper lives way up in the mountains. Whose place is this? That is a lot of wood. Holy crap on a cracker. Oh, Winters. This is Tarudan's place. Okay. You're telling... Okay, he's a basic... Tarudin, I don't know if you're watching, my man. He's a basic engineer. Like, if you had told me before I went in, if you would ask me, Luch, given the amount of wood, what profession does this person have? I would have definitely said logging, right? For a non-logger, you're a wild man. You can take you out of the logger profession, Tarudin, but you can't take the logger out of you. You're a born logger. Yeah, and that's big. I don't know if you're aware that this door is anybody can usable by anybody or not, but it is, as is this one. Man, you're crazy. You're crazy, man. So I want to do a quick well, I was gonna say speech. Speech. So I want to explain why Tarudin has these in different rooms, in case there's anybody who doesn't know. I want to explain why he has like this. So for most, not all, like hunting's an exception. For most jobs at skill level 3, your choice of perk is either parallel processing, which is increases the crafting speed of identical tables when they share a room by 20%. The other one is, what is it, focused workflow, I believe it's called. So that gives a 50% boost if the table's by itself in a room. Obviously, 50% is higher than 20%, right? But then they have to have their own room. So that is why Tarudin has all these different rooms, because he is going, or well, probably went with focused workflow. So each of these tables basically operates at double speed. So if Tarudin is provided with enough materials to make roads, he can make roads in a hurry. All right, there's my tutorial of the day done. All right, I'm going to continue up here. Oh, there's a tunnel. Go see Jasper's place. So this rapidly turned into a server tour. It was not my intention to do a server tour, but here we are. Copper. Oh no, this it doesn't get me there. All right, well, we're climbing. We're climbing mountains, folks. And that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. And just like I do see your dead end comment. Well, there's copper right here too. But chat's obviously there's a little bit of delay. So by the time I saw your comment, I had already hit the dead end. You're out of calories. Get out of the water in 5 seconds or you'll pass out. Okay, A, I'm not in the water. And B, I'm not out of calories. Ooh, Jasper. This is worth the trip. I don't know what you're selling, but should have guessed mortared stone. There's a bunch of seeds. What are trillium flowers used for? Colored powder recipe. What's that used for? Art supplies, probably. I assume. Oil paint. Yes, it's a thing. Art supply thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of more stone. And I like the use of like the nautical stuff. Oh, did not realize there was a hole there. I have fallen into your trap, Jasper. Wait, I keep saying this is Jasper's place. Is this actually Jasper's place? Yes. Okay. I've already misattributed property to people. I want to make double sure. And it's Jasper's place. It could be Jasper and Dr. Oldcola. He typically plays with her, but to be fair, I don't know if I've seen him. I don't know if he's playing this time. He might not be. But she obviously is. No, he is. He is. Okay. So there you go. He is playing. So what job is he? He's a miner. She's a mason, clearly. That was worth the trip. I'm glad I came up here. All right. So yeah, so I'm assuming the plan is to make the road go down at this point and then meet up with that tunnel, right? If I had my axe on me, I would clean this up, but I don't. So, ooh, a lot. I don't know whose fault this is, but probably Jasper. Clean up your stuff, please. It hurts server performance, right? Even stuff like this. Try not to leave stuff like this laying around. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through a full stream without restarting my client. And actually, traveling as far as I have isn't good for performance either, right? Like the more of the world you see, the more it has to load. Yeah, and it's fun. Like I'm not. Yeah, as long as you're working on them. Well, the fact that there was like full trees down there tells me that they're probably coming back. People generally don't leave full trees. All right, so how many times am I gonna go to somebody else's boat first? This is mine, right? Yeah. Okay. Once again, I went to the wrong boat. All right, so we go to Hood and Door's place. Check that out. Then I should be able to just go due west from there pretty much, and I'll be back home. I can repair my bow. I can actually do some hunting, which was kind of the plan for this episode. And then it just kind of didn't happen, right? Just didn't happen. Yeah, how many people have we had log into the server this time? 99. Hey, you out there, person who was thinking, yeah, maybe I should join this server, but I'm not sure. If you do, you're the 100th person, and you win absolutely nothing except you get to play on a cool server with cool people. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, Ava's like if I go home, it's not like it's far to get to Ava's, right? I like the dock here. I don't want to carry around this granite anymore. I don't want to take it for granted. But yes, thank you for the reminder. But I think wait, that's the same. That's the same ramp I went up earlier. This is Hood and Door's place. Now I don't know who did what, so I don't want to I don't want to be all like, oh, look at this cool build Door did, and it could have been Hood, or vice versa. But for the building contest, they did separate builds. Although Hood didn't really do one. But Dora did a really nice one. Ooh. Mortar limestone. Sign me up for that. Now, this is probably Hood. That's Hood's style. Hood likes building with... Now, I say that. It could have been Dora. But Hood likes building with the loose blocks. Right? But this is a lot. This is a lot of work. I mean, it's two people working on it, right? But this is still a lot. That over there too. Is that also Wooden Door, or is that somebody else's? Oh no, they're in there, so it's probably theirs. Oh, this store takes some. I feel like I should get a prize just for getting up here. There's probably a ladder somewhere. It's actually really easy, but I feel like I had to jump through some hoops to get up there. Parkour course. Temporary store. There you go. Oh, wait. Oh, because the road's right here. See, they're thinking. The funny thing is, I put this road here because, oh, I'll put a road close to the coast so people can, be next to the road and be next to the ocean. I didn't realize that the road is like 20 levels higher than the beach. So that's on me. My bad. Yeah. Yeah, the old roads have been coming out pretty slow, right? I assume that's probably largely because a lot of the like unwanted stone, not my canoe. Again, the unwanted stone's going towards geology papers instead of getting delivered to engineers to get or miners to get crushed and then to engineers. It seems like I haven't seen a lot of roads, like actual stone roads yet. And it's not a criticism, it's an observation. Right? All right, let's see. Does Ava have any of the papers that I want? And Argenteus lives right there too. I should always mention that. Yes, I forget how many I need though. I think I need enough to make one, which would be two. All right, so let's go by two. I did not want to turn that biome back on. Your house is at 60th Road. Is it 74? Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be awkward. Eco heads boats, roads are abandoned. Pretty much. Pretty much what happened. They do look better now, I agree. And for anybody who doesn't know, there's no more ramps. It's a form. It's like asphalt now. You can do 10 in a row with the hammer. You do the ramp with the hammer. So if you're looking for ramps, for stone ramps, they technically don't exist as an item. You know how I know? Because when I was trying to add the law to get paid out for them, I couldn't find any. Yeah, and that's fine, Darth. Like it'll happen eventually, right? I feel like with as many people using boats, there's not as much you need for roads. With that said, though, like I live on an island. I'm assuming the people who live on the actual continents are looking forward to having actual roads, right? Especially as people get more skills. Eventually, in theory, people won't have to leave their continent as much. Whereas right now, you have to leave your continent a lot, right? So, yeah. What's I don't know if anybody noticed, but the government stores are giving a little less money for stone than normal because I thought stone would be more common, which I think I'm wrong on because I didn't consider how much stone was used for those geology basics for basic upgrade ones. But I think once more people start mining for iron and copper and whatnot, I think there'll be a lot more like excess stone, right? More so than there is right now. That was a miss. Yeah, I got there eventually. I should probably build one of these by my place at some point. I'll add it to the list. All right, anything else I need here? Wainwright table? No? Okay. We're good. Yes, this is a public server. If you want to join, you just need to join my Discord channel. There's a link in the description. Can somebody confirm to me that my Discord is actually in the link in the description? And the server information is pinned in the Eco channel on my Discord if you're interested in joining. And you're very welcome. Lyle. You are very, very welcome. Okay. How do claims work now? All right, so let me get back home and out of my boat, and I can kind of do a quick TLDR of how claims work now. Lyle just wants to be number 100. Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, I checked like 10 minutes ago. There was 99 people joined the server. So the next person to join will be the 100th person. Now, I have had over 100 in the past, but it's been a while, I think, since I had 100 people. Like server 5 and 6 were my most populated servers. They both had well over 100 people join, and probably had the most active people too. And then like servers 7 through 12. Well, 7 through 10 had slightly less people. Then servers 11 and 12 had quite a bit less. But those were kind of just not thrown together servers, but we were kind of, everybody was looking forward to update 10, and those servers were not on update 10, so there was definitely less people, which was understandable. So it's nice that my numbers have bumped back up for this server, right? Because I was kind of worried they wouldn't after having the lower numbers last couple servers. So yeah, so I think this is my most populated since 6. But like, I don't know, server 8, I feel like we had a lot of people. Server 8 was the one with the first one where we did the government research, right? That one, I feel like we had a lot of people. The one where Calorie and I were the main brick people. Yes, it did, Raider. But before, to make anybody could make paper as long as they had read the paper milling scroll. Like actually making paper was a level 0 thing. I don't think that's the case anymore, but it did always need paper, or it has needed paper for quite some time. And we are on the latest update, 10.0.1, I think it is. All right, so Godbuster Space wants a quick overview on claims and how they work now. So let me get my claim thing here. So now you have these claim stakes. One of these comes with your tent. And maybe I'm going too far back, but I'm going to start right at start. So you go to your thing. It can only have so many claims attached to it, right? This one's at 19 and 21. Oh, I didn't realize. I thought I was maxed. Yes, everyone should hit the like button. Thank you, Black and Out. I'm bad for remembering that. Anyway, so I can do 2 more claims if I want. But you don't need claim papers, right? You just take your claim tool out. I went too far. I'm a little laggy right now. So like, where do I want to claim here? Claim here. Claim over here. I guess I can claim here since my my fish rack is here. I should probably claim it. So now I can't claim here anymore because it's maxed out, unless I get claim papers and I place them in here. Right? If I add more claim papers. So the way we give claim papers and additional claim stakes is at the Kitty Hall at the store here. So this store here, I should check the stock here. Still all kinds. So there's 83 Federation claim stakes and 500 claim papers. Those are sold via the claim tokens currency, which is something you just passively get for existing on the server. You don't even need to be logged in. But this part of it is just how we're doing it on this server. So if you wanted to expand your claim, your current claim, you would buy claim papers, you would put it in the stake, and then you can claim more. If you wanted to make a secondary claim elsewhere, hey, for Thorgrim, you would buy a claim stake, and this claim stake, it costs 5 because it basically comes with 5 papers. So you can put that elsewhere and you can start a second claim. Like for a farmer, for example, obviously he's going to want to have several different claims in the different biomes for the different crops. So, did you hear Thorgrim? You did hear Thorgrim. Thorgrim with 2 M's. So not only, I don't know, did the other Thorgrim actually join the server? I know they joined the Discord. I don't think they actually joined the server, did they? So for oh no, they did. So if anybody doesn't know, Thorgrim, somebody who's been on my servers for a really long time, and now we have so Thorgrim with two M's is the longtime player, and now we also have a Thorgrim with one M, which is fine. I mean, I don't think they're intentionally trying to like impersonate somebody, but it's kind of funny, right? We also have two Russes now. Russ Coleman has also been on my servers for a long time. We also have Russell Stark, but obviously Russ Coleman and Russell Stark are completely different names. But we got two Phils, we got two Thors, two Russes, we got four unnamed. Yeah, we got a lot of new people. Like there's a lot of people I do recognize. Like even Nomadic Nerd. I don't know if they're watching or if anybody can confirm. But does anybody remember server 6, which would be like your first server, Zandra, your first server, Calorie? There was somebody who was a cook and they lived right next to like Kitty Hall and the main government store that was right across from Kitty Hall. They were a cook, and I'm pretty sure that's Nomadic Nerd. I could be wrong. Could be a completely different person. I guess I could go back and watch old videos to see, but I remember their name because that was the server I was a cook and they were also a cook. But anyway, if it is the same person, which it might not be, I think this is like their first time playing since that original server they played on. All right, repair my bow. I got to move all this stuff down here. I don't know why I have all this up here when most of my stuff's down there. And then I need to make some, ooh, yeah, I might have to reboot my client here, I think. Might have to reboot my client here. So let's get some, put that away. I don't think I'm going to need that second fishery or those 2 extra fish rack. Are you sure? Because I want to say that's a server Punch only played like the first week. I thought. I could be wrong. I could be mistaking it for another server though. Anyway, not important. I just thought I recognized the name, but again, I could be completely wrong. Yes, I think it might have been Roe. Roe was on that server. Oh yeah, no, it was not yesterday. That was not yesterday. Yeah, that the server I'm thinking of, server Punch joined. He went basic engineering as per normal, and he dug this massive tunnel, and it was like mostly granite and mostly basalt. And he had this giant building set up, so clearly he planned to go his normal mechanics and all that route. But then I think you just got busy Punch, and you never really you didn't play long after that. Pretty sure that's server 6. But I could be mistaken. All right, I need vitamins. Well, I might be out of luck for vitamins. No, this one's vitamins. Let's clear my last one. And I'm sure most people are probably low on vitamins. So people are like, yeah, welcome to the club, Luch. And I get it. I do. All right, so I should be able to make 2 of those. I can. Now, is there any of these out there yet? No. I have to pump it. Go to my neighbor? What? You didn't like hunting? Oh, does oh you're telling Thor. Okay, sorry. Sorry, Butch. I thought you were talking to me. Waiting on more wheat. Yeah, there's no sunflower seeds here. Fiber scutching station. Yeah, that's the new thing the gatherers need, right? To turn um what does it make? Cotton lint, flax fiber. Flax fiber, that's the big one, right? Well, what's cotton lint? So that's an extra step too, right? Just a lot of extra steps now. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but it takes some getting used to, right? All right, let's see what I got in my boat here. Well, server five. Server five was your first one. I remember that one. Seven was just for okay. That's not what I remember, but that doesn't mean anything. What I remember is you left. You only played for the first part of season six, and then you came back. And then you missed the start of seven. You came back late in seven, and you lived up by Edible and Kitty. Sorry, what's going on, Lyle? You can't join the server? Like, is it asking you for a password or not asking you for a password? Like, what's going on? What's the. Apparently, I remember better than Punch does. Yeah, that server seven, that was a good server, except that's the one my computer broke on. So I didn't even really get to enjoy it. Join is grayed out for my server? Yeah, you were pretty much it. I think North Dakota was on server five, but then he got busy late in the run, and then it was kind of just you after that. I want to say. All right. Well, I think I need to exit the main menu. Yeah, it should be Luchera Community Server. Um, it does, but it's like 132 people consecutively, right? Like it's not 132 people total. It's like at not consecutively. Um, can what I don't know what word I'm looking for at the same time. um, oh, he was mechanics. He was electronics though, because I remember he made the lasers. But yeah, you may very well have been the only industry. I don't recall that, but I do know he was electronics simultaneously. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. So it shouldn't be a cap. I've had over 100 people on the server before. Actually, let me check my host. Concurrently, concurrently, simultaneous works, but concurrently was the word I was looking for since I was trying to start it with con. Thank you for that, Chris. It's probably gonna take me forever to actually get back to the main menu. Probably shouldn't have done this. By the time it's gonna be like 10 minutes by the time I get out and back in. And will it even let me tab to a browser? Check with my host? No. Yeah, Eco's still not the most well optimized game out there. Well, at least I queued up some stuff before I did this. That was smart. Kind of. In a way. In a roundabout kind of way. All right. So did anybody have any questions for me while I wait for my game to actually exit? You sent a pic? All right, let me see if I can check Discord here. Uh, oh, I see it there. Share community server. The only thing I can think of is you're not on the right version. Right, you would have to be on the same version. Are you on 10.0.1? I mean, you got the update 10 background. I don't know, maybe I am capped at 99. I didn't think I was. I mean, I don't know how to test it, right? You think the mining changes might convert a few players to sweeping hands? You just updated to the newest version? Oh, it should be fine then. I haven't mined enough to know what the mining changes really are to Rudin. Is it harder to pick up pieces now? Because I guess, well, if it's like logging, I know with logging it's harder to pick up stuff now, or you can't pick up quickly. You can't just go boom, 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 right? I'm assuming mining is the same, and if that's the case, then yes, I expect that might make some people switch to sweeping hands. Just excuse me for a sec. Yeah, I'm a sweeping hands person as well. Um, but the people who like Lucky Break really like Lucky Break. um, but you never know; it might switch them over. All right, Lyle. No, but 99 people. No, the 32 of 99 punch means there's 32 or whatever people online, and there's 99 people have logged in, right? Have you tried? Can you try joining somebody else's server, Lyle, just to see? You know what I mean? And my eco still hasn't exited out. Come on, eco. God, this is terrible. I might have to just make the streams 2 hours because I can go 2 hours without having to close it down. But once I get to about this part, but maybe they changed the cap. I know in the past I definitely wasn't capped at 99, right? Because I've had over 99 before, more than once. I mean, I'm assuming it's not that, but just it's just funny that it's doing it to somebody when I'm at 99, right? Like you got to admit it's an odd coincidence, if nothing else, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, I apologize for I should have just stayed in the game, I guess. I did not expect it to take this long to actually close out. All right, should I try alt F4ing? Is eco even the active window? Is that gonna work? Alt control delete. Task manager. Close out of it that way. Eco robbed you of papers? What do you mean? No, task manager, you got to open in this screen to be worth a darn. Is somebody else trying to join? I'm curious if somebody else tries to join, if they're also going to have the same problem. Oh, I'm trying to exit. I'm not succeeding, obviously. I didn't alt F4 to get out. I tried to just go back to the main menu. Magical mixture mill. I will probably come back. You can join other servers. All right. Well, that's concerning. Press the Windows button plus left or right arrow keys a few times to move Task Manager to another monitor while it's active. You had enough to do 2BU2 and now only have enough for one? So like 8 some papers? I don't know. I'm not seeing the Task Manager move, unfortunately. Goose. And yeah, just give me a minute while I'll try to help your problem out. I can't really do anything right now. Basically, my monitor's locked up with this because of eco. Yeah, just eco being eco, but it sucks if it ate a paper on you. Well, I'm curious if this other Joshua person is going to have the same issue trying to join. Because that would suck if I was capped at 99 total players, because I didn't used to be. It has to be active in your task manager for the hotkeys to work. Oh, wait. End task. Yay. All right, let me bring out my host here really quick. Sorry, folks. Bear with me. Hey, Kitty's alive, everybody. I was starting to get worried about you, Kitty. It's been like 24 hours. Yeah, it shouldn't be a server thing. Let me check my okay. Because it says 0, but it says a 108, right? So it's not capped at 100 people. So I don't think it's that, but I know that if you can't join, that doesn't help you any. You tried it as well, join is granted out. I don't think it's I don't think it's on your end. I think it's on my end somehow. I just don't know how, because like I said, I've had over 100 people before. My I have nightly restarts. It's in 45 minutes. I know this is not a good solution, but can you come back and try again in 45 minutes? Because no, he's on the right one. But I mean, there's two different people both say the same thing. Which is why I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Um, are the trout really all gone? Because like if you bring up the graph, it says there's still all kinds of them. But I know that achievement popped up that we killed off the trout. Yeah, make sure you're not in one of the betas, obviously. But he says he's in 10.0.1. And you know, I mean, I believe him. Especially since it's more than one person, right? But yeah, I can't really test it because probably, excuse me, probably everybody else in this chat is already on the server, right? So, or they don't own eco, so it's kind of hard to really test what's going on. All right, we got some meat. All right, so how much roast do I have? Not much. Let's make some more roast, which also gives me scrap. No, I believe you. Like I said, especially since it's two people saying it, right? So I'm inclined to believe it's something on the server's end, and I'm hoping when the server restarts that solves it. If it doesn't, then I'm going to have to look into it, right? Um, oh, so we got a new person somewhere. We were at 100 now, so somebody just joined. A wild edible. That, yeah, but you logged in before, right, Thorgrim? These are people that are trying to log on for the first time. It's and Kitty, it's people that two people that haven't played. They're trying to log in for the first time and they're not able to. And because we're at 100 people, people were maybe thinking it's because the server was limited to 100 people. But in the past, I've had over 100 people, and I'm pretty sure I'm limited. Like if I go to my host page, it says 108, but I'm pretty sure that's 108 people at a time, not 108 total people. So I don't know, basically, why they can't log in. So I'm hoping that's not the table that needs a upgrade. I'm hoping that the restart fixes it. You've seen it as an issue with update 10.0.1. Is it that number 100 that's the issue, or just as a general issue with update 10.0.1? Oh wait, because of the upgrade, we can do more than that. Clean some merchants, get some fish going here. What else can we do here? Fish traps. Fish traps. Oh wow, somebody has a lot of fish traps. Calorie, Kitty, Phil. Saw people mention not being able to log on to servers both in Reddit and the official server. Xander says, yeah, I'm searching Discord and the only hits I see are about white tiger being capped. It's in general an issue with eco and has been for ages. This is the first time I've had it be an issue, so I don't like it. You know what I mean? Nets, we don't need nets yet. And clean some crabs. I'm kind of holding on to my crabs. I want to sell them to the cooks once we get to the point where you can do like the Kelpie crab rolls and stuff. Yeah, if people want to join, I'd like for them to be able to join, right? Kind of suck if they can't. All right, so let's dry some fish. 2 minutes to dry fish, eh? Dry like 30 fish. I forget how many fish I made. You know what we should do first, though? We should put a module in here. So it costs less fish. Oh, those are government fish traps. You sold me the crabs? Cooks. Yeah, it's not till advanced cooking, right? I think. Cooking? No, I think it's advanced cooking. Yeah. And didn't you say, too, that there's like way more crabs this run than there usually is? Yeah, no, I'm sorry, Lyle. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why this is happening. Obviously, I hope you come back, but I understand if you don't. Like, if you find somewhere else to play, oh my god, I need vitamins. Do you have anything with vitamins, Punch, or Xandra, or anybody? Okay, I don't care about Flax potential anymore. Does anybody have any salads? Probably not. Lots of people looking for salads. Oh, fern campfire salads taste bad. That is Swamp Siren and Tissa's place. Do you need meat over there? They do. So let's take some meat. Where is my canoe? My canoe not close enough? Apparently. Large canoe and those. And they wanted scrap as well, right? You need crops. Yes. That is the trick, right? Getting crops. Punch. You're bringing like you're bringing 300 or more crabs a day, calorie, from your crab pots. It's been a pretty quiet day, Kitty, honestly. The only thing that really changed is we talked about it in the admin Discord there. I don't know if you caught up on that. But basically, I added an extra payment. Anybody who's a farmer now gets double claim token currency, just to try to help the farmers get enough land to actually be able to farm efficiently. Other than that, nothing. I mean, it's been pretty quiet. It's been pretty good. I mean, people are starving. It's less than ideal. Other than that, though, it seems pretty good. I realized whenever I added the tools to the government stores, I did not set the durability so people couldn't actually sell their old tools. Um, but yeah, yeah. No, I kind of asked in the in Discord. I was like, should we do something to get farmers extra claim tokens so that I could get more claims? And I just basically, if you're a farmer, you get twice as many claims tokens, and we'll just do it until the food. Well, if we ever get to the point where it seems like there's enough crops, then I can take it away. It's probably something we'll have to do going forward on servers. And I'm going to make a random prediction right now. Um, they're going to change the way animal spawns work in the future, so that if you overhunt, stuff's going to go extinct way faster. And then people are really going to starve. Right? That's my prediction. Hey, I can carry all that. Just barely, but I can. Yeah, I decided to do an evening stream today, mostly because I was watching the Chiefs game. Not much there, but some. And what did I want? I wanted these. Oh, wow, you have a lot of fern campfire salads. All right, well, I'm just going to buy half of them. Just half. No, if I eat those, my fat's going to get really low. My fat's already kind of low. All right, nice doing business with these. I mean, I did also increase the growth time this time. But the problem is, Punch, people are scared to make farms that they can't claim, and they don't have claim papers, right? You know what I mean? But I do agree, though, that we need farms in the jungle. And I know people say they have huckleberry farms, but we need more. Yeah, I don't know if people realize how many huckleberries are needed in the mid and late game. Possibly more huckleberries needed than anything else, right? Like anything else. Culinary papers for BU3s. I need the agriculture papers for BU3s personally. And I don't think I'm pointed in the right direction here. Yeah, close enough. Close enough. The join button is green now. All right. Welcome aboard, Bluebell. No idea what would have changed. Lyle, if you're out there still, you could also try. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, other than welcome. Not sure why it happened. But good enough. Hopefully it doesn't become a recurring thing, though. Yeah, but I mean, we've had more people online than this, right? I don't think it's an online player cap. I mean, it shouldn't be. I wouldn't think it would be, and maybe it is. But I mean, we had more people on yesterday, didn't we? I thought. And again, I could be wrong. All right, actually, let's go hunt. Well, for good reason. They need to. Like, I mean, once you get the cooking, it's more flexible for salads, right? Like the basic salad and fruit salad, but you I'm paddling. I got my fork in my hand with something on my fork. Yeah, but you just eat fish, don't you, Calorie? Like, how unbalanced is your food? It's just new people, as far as I can tell. Like I don't think Thorgrim had any issue, but did Thorgrim actually log in? Yeah, like you didn't have any issue getting on, right? Your balanced food. Where are you getting your vitamins from? Calorie's like, I'll never tell. It's a trade secret. Got a secret underground deal with Punch. Calorie's trading fish for illegal salads. Use papaya. Man, every time I go for papaya, there's none there. Also, Calorie, feel like it would be helpful if you stopped harvesting papaya and let the gatherers harvest it so that they get double. Unless you're a gatherer and I don't know, but I thought you were a hunter. At some point, I realize people need to eat, but at some point, it'd be helpful if everybody just let the gatherers do the gathering. And I'm guilty of it as well, right? Like I've gathered some things even today. That him rate hit him right in the head. That's bullcrap. I got robbed of a headshot there. Yeah, I mean that's what I was doing excuse me, yesterday, but then I made a trip and there was literally none left. And I was like, all right, well that's the end of that. Oh yeah, that's good if you're planting your papaya seeds. I put mine for sale. Somebody did buy them, I think. I mean, there's some around, Kitty, but I mean it's tough. Oh man, look how much I have 3 bison. I still have so much room in my backpack. Oh, this new backpack is so good. So good. I went and bought it. I can probably carry like 5 bison now instead of 3. And my arrows are going down so much slower now. Nice. Oh, the fishing pole doesn't ever need repairs. Oh, that's cool. What's that? How do you make that thing? I need one of those. It's Chris Tonkamp's camp. Any tips on where to settle, what to do? Oh, Lyle, that Bluebell person, they got in. The button randomly turned green for them. Oh, it's a Twitch drop. What to settle, what to do? I don't. The problem is people are about to get their second stars, right? So if I say we need X or Y right now, it could be drastically different tomorrow when everybody gets their second star. So I'll give my general advice of do something you think will be fun. Because here's the thing, even if you go into like an overcrowded profession, as long as you're active, as long as your prices are reasonable, and if you're willing to deliver to people, you'll be fine. You'll make enough money to get whatever you need. Well, he said he was looking at it and it just turned green. Right. So I don't know. Yeah, settle by punch. And you'll always have something to do because if you don't have anything to do, you just say, "Hey, punch, I'm bored." Punch will find something for you to do. Guarantee it. Although these do taste bad, which is great. Oh, and I don't know if you noticed punch. Kind of. It's kind of a trap, yes. um the spoilage is back to being long like it's supposed to punch. I don't know why it went back down to what it's the normal setting, but anyway, back up to where I want it to be now. Did he say how he looked at it? He did. Did he look at it nicely? Did he look at it I don't know. He said he was just looking at it and it turned green and he clicked join and he was fine. Or she, I don't know. Um, you looked at it cross-eyed, there you go. Did you wink at it? Give it the wink. Oh, I know all about traveling far for everything, Cal. Oh, I accidentally hit the wolf. Collateral damage. That was wild. I don't know if I've ever done that before. Aim at one animal and hit another one like way behind it. You click through a few other servers and they all had green buttons. Came back to this one. It was gray, then went green. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. I'm glad you got to join. Hopefully Lyle's also able to join in a relatively reasonable amount of time. Hey, Cold Soul. You have the claim tokens and you're getting another claim stake and settling on an island near people. You weren't planning to live at the Art News Gallery. You should have enough for another claim stake, Kitty. Oh, come on. Ah, I keep missing the head. This is not good hunting. Oh my God, that was terrible. Not going to get that arrow back. I do like how that little pop-up happens every time I hunt on somebody's land. That's why the pop-up's happening. Basically, ordinarily, you're not usually allowed to hunt on somebody's land. Here's Punch. Punch is still a girl, but Punch is not actually a girl. Yeah, Rainforest Island is uh, lacking in a few things. I consider myself part of Rainforest Island. Well, that's the thing. I'm right between Rainforest Island and this island. To be fair, I probably spend more time. No, there's no probably about it. I definitely spend more time on this island than I do Rainforest Island. I mean, this is where the bison are. All right, so that's the key. Just click through other servers and come back. Apparently, is is the trick. Got to remember that one for if it happens again. Yeah, I have no idea why it happened, Lyle. Sorry that it did, but I'm glad you managed to get in. And hopefully it doesn't happen to other people. Two bison over there. Look at all the fish. They're like, this is the source of the water. I wish I had my fishing pole right now. But I don't. I could probably carry it now. Now that I can actually carry a little bit of weight, I don't have to like go all minimal. I've been like taking minimal supplies with me because I can barely carry anything. Oh, arrows are gonna last so much longer now. God, this is so much better. I really hope my character likes dried fish and dried meat. That would make my life so much easier. Cat kitty. That's cool. Yeah. Explain to someone random, they're going to think you're messing with them. Yeah, they probably will. Yeah, just click on 5 other servers and then come back and it should be green. Headshot. That was quite a death animation. All right. Hey, Lyle has joined the world for the first time, entering as a citizen of the Luchera Union. Yeah, like Bluebell right now, like we only have one shipwright, but chances are several of these loggers are planning to go shipwright with their next skill, right? So I don't want to tell you to do shipwright because it could change so bad tomorrow when everybody gets their second skill, right? Can you go on strike? Why? Why do you want to go on strike? Okay, get through here. Nope. Stuck in. Am I going the wrong way again? I am. God, I get turned around a lot. Actually, while I'm somewhat down here, I'm gonna go check this government store. I haven't checked this one yet. I got to make sure the tool durability is set right because it was not set right in either of the other government stores. But I could have swore I did it. But yeah, at least 4 people are planning to go shipwright when they get their next star. So yeah, there you go. I would just kind of chill, make a little starter hut. Don't pick a skill. This time tomorrow, most people will have their second skills, and then you can kind of get a better idea of what's needed. In my opinion, that would be my advice for anybody joining the server tonight. Is a is just you can make your basic house without needing a skill, right? All right. Did I set the tool? Did I set the tool durability right on this one? I did. Okay, I did it right once. I did it right once. Hooray for me? Question mark. Oh, we got some more windmills. Ooh, thin windmill support. I would not trust that. I don't really want to walk underneath that. What you need is 4 windmills attached to that, right? All right. Off I go. Yes, and then more skills will be released on Tuesday at noon Eastern time, which I believe is 5 UTC. Yeah, because then there'll be pottery, glassworking, baking, cooking, and fertilizers. Right? Yeah. And nails, but it's not a whole job. That's just a subset. Subset's not the right word. Yeah. You know. I went pretty far in my journey. I'm surprised there's still trees this big that haven't been cut down on this island. The number of people on this island compared to how many trees grow naturally, I'm shocked there are any trees left standing. Like, just being honest. Oh, and just going with the multi-level farm, which is brilliant. Do we know this still works in the new update? Doing a multi-level farm. What's up, Punch? What's up, Ange? Oh, Ange looks like she's ready to go to the gym. Just coming from the gym. Yeah, I know in the past at least you could like do a multi-level farm like this. Wonder Woman vibes, yeah. Definitely got the colors. I don't think walking over people's crops hurt them, right? Or should I not do that? Maybe I shouldn't do that. You know what a cook baker struggled most to get on previous servers? Um, like cooking, baking, or advanced. If you're talking just cooking, baking, I mean, I've only done cook once. Um, and I would say I remember needing a lot of prepared meat for cooking. For baking, yeah, I don't know. The server I was a cook, there was a lot of people providing stuff, so it wasn't bad. So I can't really talk. You should probably talk to somebody else. Like we had so many farmers and so many gatherers and so many butchers that server that I never wanted for anything. Ooh, Heart of Palm. Yeah, no, Heart of Palm. But Heart of Palm is well, but see, back then you didn't, right? Back then you got tallow as a byproduct from stuff. So yeah, I shouldn't be giving my uh advice from my stint as a cook because it was so long ago and so much has changed. Tallow wasn't hard to get back then, right? Like it is now. Like, where's bacon? So if you look at bacon, crispy bacon. So when you make crispy bacon, you get 2 tallow as a byproduct. You used to get like 4 or 6. I can't remember, but it was way more. And like one of the other recipes used to give tallow too. Like I think like making sausage used to give tallow. Well, flour, but I mean that's a new thing for stews, right? Yeah, prepared meat was bad. But see, heart of palm shouldn't be as bad anymore because you can make heart of palm from palm logs now. That didn't used to be possible. So heart of palm shouldn't be as bad compared to what it used to be. All right, do I like dried fish? The question of the day. Where are my salads? Right there. Hey, dried fish is good. Although I can't eat too much of it, I'll be severely unbalanced towards protein if I eat dried fish. You got much more flour than tropical fruits. Beets were always in demand. Yeah, beets and huckleberries are pretty much always in demand, from what I remember. Well, that's because somebody's been making it with the new recipe, right? Is why. Wait, how do you sort by crops? Like by over here, you mean? Oh, it's gonna lag a bit. It's gonna lag a lot. Crop. Yeah, trillion flowers. Yeah, 600. Yeah, somebody's been making it, right? Birnenbaum has been cutting down palm trees and turning the palm into right this refined heart of palm recipe. This didn't used to be here, right? You can turn palm logs into hearts of palm. But yes, for the record though, I think hearts of palm it's an advanced cooking thing. Um, yeah, click available. Yeah. So yeah, there's lots of hearts of palm. Lots of cotton bolls, lots of camas bulbs, plant fibers, flax stems, corn, rice, some tomatoes. Yeah, there's a lot of things there's none of though. There's a lot of things there's none of. That's okay. I mean, it happens. Yeah, I mean, the heart of palm recipes don't really come till later, right? Well, I guess you can do charred heart of palm or baked heart of palm, but we don't have baking yet. There's nothing you can do with heart of palm, right? Oh no, firm campfire salad uses it or can use it, right? Oh, it counts as a vegetable. You can basically use it for your any vegetable, but you're probably not making many of these because there's not many huckleberries, right? Welcome back, Kitty. Yeah, I'm just kind of talking here. All right, so my dried fish is going well. Yes, the and one of the salads, millionaire salad. I think one of the salads needed heart of palm too, and it was a pain. All right, I'm gonna dry some meat. Just want to see if I like it. What's it like? It's probably all protein too, right? I would say. Yes. Sweet jerky though. Is there any sugar yet? I'm just kidding. Don't make sugar. Sugar, oil, and fruit. All right. Well, if I ever make this sweet jerky, folks, it is not going to be cheap. But it's fun that I have this recipe. Like, this is a high-end recipe, right? But this stuff is expensive. Well, the any fruit shouldn't be too bad, but oil is expensive. Sugar, I can't. Sugar shouldn't be too bad. So basically, you can turn to other beets or huckleberries, I believe. And this is why beets and huckleberries are always needed, or one of the reasons, because you can turn them into sugar. Sugar is on the market. Oh, is it? Oh, look at that. It is. Is there any oil on the market? No. Or wait. Yes. There's one. There's one available. Oh, is there any fruit? I'd have to go find a fruit. Of course, I'm not hunting for yet anyway, so I can't. So it doesn't matter. There's probably not any fruit anyway. Oh, there's no fruit. Unless there's pumpkin. No. No. That's fine. I don't want to take up the fruit. I know there's not a lot of fruit. I'd rather this fruit go to the actual cooks. But, you know, once I hit the next hunting level, maybe I'll, maybe I will. Maybe tomorrow we'll make some sweet jerky. All right, how's the roast doing? 41 available. Oh, Icebox has got some as well. All right, so let's make 50 of those, which also gets me some scrap. And then we can make some sausages. So I am sold out of those. Yeah, because I got a lot of meat coming, right? Because I'm making, that's a lot of bison. Bison give a lot of meat. Yeah, I didn't go through a whole lot of arrows there. Do I have any arrows? Let's put some arrows in here. Just so I have them in case. Just in case, right? I should probably go fishing again soon. I'm gonna save my clams. Yeah, I don't want to go fishing on the not gonna spend the stream fishing. We'll do some fishing on stream another day, but not today. You burnt dinner. I'm sorry, Hood. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep you busy. Stream was too interesting. All right. One pet peeve I have with this game still. Right now, my character needs fat and vitamins. I do not believe there is a single item in the game that is heavy on both fat and vitamins. Like, there's no food item, unless they've added something that I'm not aware of or changed something. There's no food item where fat and vitamins are the first and second highest. None. Then there's one thing where vitamins and protein are highest. Papusa. Right, and that's it. Every other combination, like carbs and protein, all kinds of stuff. Carbs and vitamins, all kinds of stuff. Carbs and fat, there's not all kinds, but there's way more than one option. Protein and vitamins, fat and vitamins, though, forget about it. I don't know. They need to fix that, in my opinion. But it's one of many things they need to fix. All right, so we got 10 minutes before server restart. Manage. I can't spell. Oh my God. See, it's pressure. It's too much pressure. Trying to type on stream. Fat and vitamin is a thing in real life. Well, you might be onto something there, Punch. You could very well. What's up, Cal? Nice mohawk. You could be on to something, Punch. The fat and vitamins don't really combine in real life either. You have a point. That's a fair point. I will concede that point. You think there would be something, but maybe not. Like some kind of fruity, sugary thing. But I guess they end up just being more carbs, right? Yeah, there's level 4 hunting. So I can make sweet jerky now if I want. Oh, you died. You died quick. That one just kind of fell over. Nuts and seeds have fat and vitamins. There you go. Not a lot though, for sure. But yeah, next stream will be Tuesday. Oh, I did not mean to take all the arrows with me. Oh well. It'll be an afternoon stream on Tuesday. I realize Tuesday's a weekday. I realize a lot of you folks will probably be at work, and that is fine. You know, it. Oh, you gonna help? Oh, look at that. Thanks, buddy. Where'd he go? Where'd that wolf go? Thanks for the assist, dude. I don't know where it went, but it basically did all the work for me. Is this a road or a mine? This is probably gonna be a road, I assume. What's my easiest? Oh, I don't want to get stuck in somebody's house. Are you my friend that helped me? Gonna let you live. Oh, I did not mean to shoot your wheelbarrow. I'm sorry. I did not mean to shoot your wheelbarrow twice. Hey, get out of this person's farm. It's Freakmonger's farm. It's not for you to lay down in. It's not what it's meant for. Stupid bison. Come. Join me. Become meat. What are you doing? You're supposed to be in the desert, Mr. Bighorn. Ooh, performance. Hey, I wanted a straight answer, right? I want to be bargaining from a position of power. I let him live. I let her live. Headshot. I do like that every time I level up, I get a little bit better damage wise. Ooh, I'll have to hit up one of the tailors for some camo gear. And if not, I guess I'm planning Taylor next, which is a little over 3 days away. So I can make it myself then. All right, well, because I'm carrying, 100 more arrows than I need to be, I'm kind of weighed down. I should probably go unload. And then I think, I'm going to go home and log out just in case there's a little bit of rollback. Yeah, so server restarts every day, morning and night. So twice a day, 9 o'clock a.m., 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Sometimes it rolls back a couple minutes. I know that happened last night to some people. So try not to do anything important right before the server restarts. Would be a piece of advice. Can I just reverse all the way to my house? Oh, that's the wrong way. Well, at this point, I might as well just go frontwards. How bison aren't the ones that go? I don't know. If they ever fix the way animals spawn, bison going extinct would be very bad for all of us. Yeah, Miss Nebula, if you're watching, I don't care about these trees. I have enough logs that'll get me through for a while. Like if you need trees for your house you're building over there. If it stops lagging. I got enough. My trees I planted, are they growing? Wait, did you plant extras? I feel like I only had 3 rows. Some of them are growing. Oh yeah, no, she definitely planted more. There wasn't this many before. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I planted some of these. You obviously expanded it. These bigger ones were the ones I planted the other day. I think I did like 4x3. Anyway, there's a lot more. And yeah, for the gatherers out there, over here, well, there's some ferns here, but over here, I planted ferns here. If you need ferns, which count as greens, which are used in like 2 salads, at least 2 of the salads, feel free. I'd rather a gatherer harvest these than myself, since a gatherer is going to get twice as much. Then there's some ferns here and some ferns here. Ferns here, right? I'd rather somebody else gather them. That way we get more out of them. All right, well, that's gonna do it, folks. Thanks for coming out. We got to see parts of the server that I haven't seen before, at least. Did a little bit of hunting. We got our fishery down. We got our fish rack down. Ooh, actually, you know what? I want to try a piece of dried meat before I go. See if I like it. I think it's just okay. It's just okay. But hey, at least it's not bad or horrible for a change, because there's definitely, I need fat. Of all things, I need fat. Because so much of my diet right now is stuff that I find bad and horrible. So I'm okay with it being okay. Oh, I did not mean to fire an arrow off into the distance there. Yeah, so Tuesday, noon Eastern, will be next stream time. It's also the time that the next skills are released. If the research is done, I'm assuming, Kitty, you're going to try to get some of that research going tonight or tomorrow. If you need a hand, Kitty, just ask. You know, I'm not going to jump in again, but if you ever need help, just ask. I'm here for you. I'm sure Xandra will also help as needed. Yeah, thanks for coming out, everyone. The two of you will be working on it tonight. Perfect. I will probably, I'm going to go take a little break right now, but I will probably come back after the server restart. Yeah, that's it, folks. Be good to each other. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.